Good morning, Thursday, the 23rd of May, and we're here to look at the daily astrology. And of course, the most important thing today is this full moon. So let's get right on it, because this is not what some astrologers are saying. It's not as simple as, right? So let me just get the share up and we'll have a good look at it. Okay, there we go. Right, now, here is the complex bit. This full moon is happening right at the edge of a zodiac sign, or two zodiac signs. So the sun has all this time been in Taurus and has only just moved into Gemini. And I would say perhaps the first couple of degrees of Gemini, it's still adjusting. It's still getting used to the new energy. Let's say that I'll just stop the show for a moment. Let's say, for instance, that I'm the sun or you're the sun, and the zodiac sign is a room, okay? And the room has a certain flavor or a certain warmth. It has certain conditions, and those conditions are the zodiac sign, the zodiac energy, okay? So the sun is here in this room. Okay, I'm getting used to it. I'm used to the temperature, used to the smell, used to where the light's coming from, etc. I'm all comfortable. But I am slowly having to move through this room, and I am poised on the edge, right? I'm in the doorway of the next energy. Now, as I get nearer to the doorway, I'm aware that there is another energy coming, but I'm not there yet. I can just see it. I'm still in green. Let's say I'm in the green room. Okay. Now, as I get to that doorway, I'm looking at blue. There's a blue room, and I have to go through this blue room. Now, there is a point where I cross over the threshold of the door, and I have to report, oh, I'm not in a green room anymore. I'm in the blue room. And technically, yes, I am. But think about this. How does it feel? No, how does the sun feel? So the influence isn't a green ray anymore, it's a blue ray. So I think just for a little while, there is a lap over of the green and the blue. And that point can be a little bit, I want to use the word schizophrenic, but double-faced, that maybe is a better word. You've got two faces to this. And so it takes time to get used to the new color, the new energy, the new warmth, the new rays. Okay, now if we get a full moon on the cusp, now have you heard the word cusp before? So a cusp is the line in between two zodiac signs, or it's the cusp is the line between two rooms. If you're on that cusp, you're moving into a new room, a new zodiac sign. And I don't think the transition is as sharp as sometimes we like to think it is, because it's easier to talk about it that way. Okay, now I'm just going to go back to the share here. And we're looking at that one, aren't we? So let's do that. Okay. So in particular, now I want to look at the moon, because that's moving so much faster. So the sun has moved from Taurus into Gemini. So we are on a different cross. Remember the crosses, those all important crosses. We've moved from the fixed cross into the mutable cross. Gemini, Sagittarius, which is now the axis, is on the mutable cross, right? So the mutable cross is Gemini, Sagittarius. What cross is that? Come on, you're supposed to be learning these things. I hope you have all shouted, or at least my one listener has shouted. Pisces, Virgo. So the Pisces-Virgo axis, right, has crossed, it crosses, sorry, not has crossed, is in a cross with Gemini and Sagittarius. Okay. Now, the moon here is in Scorpio, right? But look at this, it's at 2953 Scorpio. just 7 minutes of arc, and it's going to go over that cusp and into Sagittarius, where it will be called a full moon in Sagittarius, because technically it is. And the sun is in Gemini, the sign opposite. Yeah, this qualifies for a full moon in Sagittarius. Let's ask the moon. Moon, do you feel like you're in Sagittarius? No, you don't. You feel like you're in Scorpio. You're still in that mysterious underworld where everything is secret and everything is hidden. It's a feminine sign. The biggest leap here is from feminine to masculine, always will be. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 hour on this program. Okay, so here's the moon. I want you to watch it very carefully. Okay, so I'm going to go 1 hour ahead. See, that moon is now in 0 degrees, 25 minutes of arc of Sagittarius. And it is coming up to full. If I stick another hour on it, well, a bit more, more than I 0110. I'm going to stick another one on. There you go. Oh, we're pretty 0233, 0253. We're pretty close here. It doesn't look exact on the program because don't forget we've got to squash all of these planets into one place. We're on paper here. And in order for an astrologer to read it, they have to have separation. So that doesn't look exactly opposite, but it is. Okay, so the sun is now at 0253 of Gemini, and the moon is at 0233. That's close enough of Sagittarius. Now, a number of things to watch here. First of all, think to yourself, okay, this might be a full moon in Sagittarius, like I said, and it is, but think about the circumstances. This is not the middle of the sign of Sagittarius. This is right at the beginning. And so therefore, we have to have a little bit of leeway in terms of, for people who are experiencing this full moon, there would have been a time approaching it right up until today when actually the moon is still on the fixed cross in Scorpio, although it's approaching full. And so therefore, this is a scorpionic feel. So therefore, this is dark, it's dense, you can't see it, it's shrouded in mystery, it's intense, it's passionate, it brings with it passionate feelings of sex and lust. Now, when it crosses into Sagittarius, yeah, sure, likes sex, but it's not going to be as intense as Scorpio is. Sagittarius is much more for the, freedom. Don't attach to me. I want to be unattached. Get me out of here. And so we go from this intense scorpionic, wanting to blend with the significant other, wanting to combine with something to get a full-on feeling of attachment. We go from that to Sagittarius as, hey, get me out of here. I'm a maverick. I'm not going to be tied to anything. And that's what technically the full moon is all about. But you can see that indecision, the cosmic indecision beforehand. This is very complex stuff and it has to be watched for. You have to take it into account. Now, the sun has already had 3 days to be in Gemini. Now, the first day it was in Gemini, and I should know my Gemini sun is very close to this. The first day it was there, I didn't get that Gemini feeling. I got it after 2 days. I got it yesterday. Definitely Gemini flooding in. Okay. So this tells me that, yes, they're ready to have this full moon, but only just. And we have to take into account the Taurus Scorpio in its approach. And that's what I'm saying to you, okay? The other thing is, because it's right on the cusp of the zodiac sign, we may have another full moon in Sagittarius Gemini before the sun moves out of Gemini and into Cancer. I haven't looked. So I'm going to have a look and tell you tomorrow. I forgot all about that. I should have checked that before I started. But if we do get another one, another full moon in the same zodiac sign, Sagittarius, then this counts as a blue moon. This is a true blue moon, not the blue moons that the newspapers tell you is a blue moon. This is the once in a blue moon of mythology, the once in a blue moon of, well, lightning never strikes sort of thing. So anyway, I'll talk about that tomorrow. This is an interesting subject for me to cover because it's not very often that the full moons arrive on the cusp of the zodiac signs like this. I mean, it happens, but it doesn't happen so often. So I'm really pleased to be able to cover it with you. And if you can, if you've got your own chart and if you know something of astrology, have a think. Did it really feel like a full moon of Sagittarius, or did it feel more like a scorpionic, moody, sultry, passionate, emotional time? And then suddenly, boom, we're in the lights and it's party time. And you've got to forget about all that and just get on with your life. Ooh, that feels more like it to me. Right, okay, so I'm going to stop sharing now. Thank you. I hope that was interesting. I want to thank those people who put the comments on the video yesterday. I love the comment from the lady who said that she looks forward to seeing the videos because she watches them in her break times at work. I thought that was great. And I also give special thanks to the lady who praised what I was trying to get across, the real living, breathing atmosphere of astrology, the real sort of alive, like the cosmos or the solar system is a sentient, live being that we explore and work with. And I don't think those were her words, but that I understood what she said. And to me, that's what I thought about when she said it. I really appreciated that comment too. Go and have a look at it if you want to. I did answer it, and I really appreciated it. And 100%, I thought, oh yes, this is what I want people to get out of this. I want them to live and breathe with the cosmos and to see the astrology assisting us in that, being in step at one with the cosmos. And so thank you. I really appreciated that. And I thought, I'm just loving this now. So thank you. Okay, I hope that was useful. I probably didn't give you a prediction for this full moon. I'm going to give you a prediction right now off the top of my head. Okay, a very sultry, moody, emotional, almost impossible to understand situation, then suddenly bursting out into the light, and suddenly it doesn't matter anymore, and you're supposed to forget about it and whiz on with something else. So an abrupt change, a real sea change very quickly that sort of left you hanging. Like, yeah, that's my prediction. Okay. All right, then. I'll see you tomorrow, Friday tomorrow. Yeah, so it's the last one of the week. Well, I'd have to have a really good one, won't we? Okay, then. Thanks. See ya. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.